You see, all of you read the problem first. Ratio of minimum kinetic energy of two projectiles having same mass is 4:1. The ratio of maximum height attained by them is also 9:1. The ratio of their ranges would be the ratio of minimum kinetic energies of two projectiles of same mass is 4:1. So minimum kinetic energies of the two particles of same mass is 4:1. The ratio of maximum height attained by them is also 9:1. So the ratio of their ranges would be, okay, I think you have seen the problem. Now all of you look at the board. So in that problem, you see, in that first problem, I think problem number is 64 given. So in that problem, you see, the ratio of minimum kinetic energy of the two projectiles of same mass. Here, suppose one projectile is thrown into space with a velocity say u at an angle of projection say theta. Okay, what is the formula for kinetic energy? All of you stop your video sharings. All of you stop your video sharings. Okay, so what is the formula for kinetic energy? You know, formula for kinetic energy is equal to half m into velocity square. Okay, okay, this is equation 1. Here, the ratio between the kinetic energies of the two projectiles of same mass. The ratio between the kinetic energies of the two projectiles of same mass, that is given. Here, the ratio between the minimum kinetic energies of the two projectiles, both are having same mass. Whenever two particles are having same mass, at what position of the projectile they are having minimum speed? At that time, they are having minimum kinetic energy. Am I right? Here, they are having minimum kinetic energy. At what position of the projectile they have minimum velocity or minimum speed? At that place, the kinetic energy is also minimum. Kinetic energy is also minimum. Okay. So that's why so at what position they are having minimum velocity or minimum speed? At the highest point. Very good. At the at the highest point, the minimum speed it is equal to only horizontal component of velocity only. That's why kinetic energy also minimum at this only, speed also minimum at this place only. This is the minimum speed also. So as the speed is minimum, mass is same for both the particles. That's why kinetic energy is also minimum. So here you see, actually we are having formula kinetic energy is equal to half m squared. But m is same for both the particles according to the given problem. That's why kinetic energy is directly proportional to v square. We can write now. Therefore, k1 by kt is equal to v1 by v2 whole square for the two particles. For first particle v1, v1 means u1 cos theta 1. You write u1 cos theta 1 by v2 u2 cos theta 2. Square is there, whole square. This ratio between the kinetic energies is 4:1 is given. 4:1. Therefore, u1 cos theta 1 by u2 cos theta 2 is equal to 2:1. You will get now. This is equation 1 or 2. It is equation 2. Okay, next one more condition is also given. The ratio of the maximum heights attained by them is also maximum heights attained. Maximum height reached means this only, no? It is the maximum height. What is the formula for maximum height? U squared sin squared theta by 2g. It is the formula for maximum height. Okay, 2g is constant. That's why maximum height reached is directly proportional to u sin theta whole square, no? So there are two cases. In case of both the particles, the ratio between the maximum heights h1 by h2 is equal to. In case of first particle, velocity of projection u1, angle of projection say theta 1, just like as here. So therefore, u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta 2, as square is there, we can write square, no? This ratio is given as 9:1. 9:1. Okay, therefore from this, you write square, you remove the square. Here you write square root. u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta 2 is equal to, you will get 3:1. No? This is equation 3. From 2 and 3, we had find the ratio of ranges would be. range of the oblique projectile is equal to general formula is u square sin 2 theta by g. That is equal to u square by z into sin 2 theta means 2 sin theta cos theta we can write. Here g is constant, 2 is constant. That's why r is proportional to, you see, u square sin theta cos theta means u into sin theta, u into cos theta we can write now. U sin theta into u cos theta. Here range is directly proportional to vertical component of velocity into horizontal component of velocity in both the cases. Therefore, ranges of the two projectiles ratio, they ask r1 by r2 is equal to u1 sin theta 1 for first particle u1 sin theta 1, for second particle u2 sin theta 2 into u1 cos theta 1 by u2 cos theta 2. That is equal to, what about u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta 2? u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta 2 is equal to 3 by 1. No? That's why you write 3 by 1 into u1 cos theta 1 by u2 cos theta 2 means 2 by 1. So you write 2 by 1. Therefore, that is equal to 6. No? Therefore, ranges ratio, R1 is ranges of, the ratio between the ranges of the two projectiles is equal to 6:1 we can write now. So this is the answer. 6:1. Okay. So you note this one. Stop your video sharing. Stop your video sharing. Okay, I will explain once. Aditya. Okay, I will explain again. Here, the two projectiles are having same mass, having ratio between the minimum kinetic energies is 4:1. That is given. Minimum kind, when in case of oblique projectile, where the oblique projectile is having minimum kinetic energy, as the speed is minimum at the highest point, kinetic energy is also minimum at the highest point. The highest point దగ్గర స్పీడ్ మినిమం ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ కూడా మినిమం ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, కాబట్టి హైయెస్ట్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర స్పీడ్ u cos theta కదా, ఎందుకంటే హైయెస్ట్ పాయింట్ దగ్గర ఓన్లీ హారిజాంటల్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఆఫ్ వెలాసిటీ ఉంటుంది తప్పితే వెర్టికల్ కాంపోనెంట్ ఆఫ్ వెలాసిటీ ఉండదు. కాబట్టి at the highest point it is having minimum speed u cos theta only. Because of that, what is the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. రెండు projectiles కేసులో మీకు మాస్ ఏమని ఇచ్చాడు వాడు ప్రాబ్లం లోనే, మాస్ is సేమ్ అని ఇచ్చాడు కాబట్టి m కాన్స్టెంట్, m/2 కాన్స్టెంట్, అప్పుడు k is proportional to v square కదా. k is proportional to v square అంటే రెండు projectiles కాబట్టి రెండు projectiles యొక్క kinetic energies మధ్య రేషియో k1 by k2 is equal to v1 by v2 whole square we can write now. v1 by v2, v అంటే u cos theta, రెండు particles రెండు projectiles కాబట్టి v1 అంటే u1 cos theta 1, v2 అంటే u2 cos theta 2, స్క్వేర్ ఇన్ ద టాప్ స్క్వేర్. ఈ రేషియో 4:1 అని ప్రాబ్లం లో ఇచ్చాడు. దీని నుంచి u1 cos theta 1 by u2 cos theta 2 is equal to √4/1 we can write now. √4/1 means 2:2/1. That's why I have written u1 cos theta 1 by u2 cos theta 2 is equal to 2/1. Next, the maximum heights reached by the two projectiles is in the ratio 9:1 is given. Here, in case of projectile, maximum height is equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. In both the cases, for both the particles, 2g is constant. U theta may be different. We doesn't know. Okay, that's why h is proportional to u sin theta whole square. There are two cases, two projectiles. So ratio between the maximum heights reached by the two projectiles is h1 by h2. That is equal to u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta 2 whole square. Okay, that is equal to, the h1 by h2 is given as 9/1 ratio. That's why u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta 2 whole square is equal to 9:1. Or u1 sin theta 1 by u2 sin theta is equal to 3/1. No? Therefore, we have ratio between this one and this one. Next, what about the range? Range is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g. Of course, here g is constant. G is constant. U square into sin 2 theta can be written as 2 sin theta cos theta. U is constant. G is constant. Here, as we know the ratio between the u cos theta, u sin theta values, you write this as u sin theta into u cos theta, because square is there. That's why u sin theta into u cos theta we can write. This is constant. 2 pi is constant. That's why r is proportional to u square sin theta cos theta. This u square is split term. u sin theta into u cos theta we can write. Therefore, in this case, the ratio between the ranges of the two projectiles is, the two projectiles are proportional to this one. So r1 by r2 is equal to u1 sin theta 1 into u1 cos theta 1 by u1 sin u2 sin theta 2 into u2 cos theta 2. Of course, this ratio already it is known, 3 by 1. So 3 by 1. u1 cos theta 1 by u2 cos theta 2 is equal to 2 by 1. So 2 by 1. Then 6. Therefore, ratio between the ranges is 6:1 now. Okay. Ratio between the ranges is 6:1 now. Okay. Right. Next you see another problem. So next problem, you see, fifty-sixth problem. You see, 56th problem. All of you read the problem first. All of you read the problem. The trajectory of a projectile. 56th problem. Of course, I am writing the number, whatever the number in the problem it is there. I am writing that number only. The trajectory of a projectile in a vertical plane is given as y is equal to ax minus bx square. Here a, b are constants, x, y are respectively horizontal and vertical distance of projectile from the point of projection. The maximum height attained by the particle and angle of projection theta, that is equal to question mark. Okay, I think you have studied, you have seen the problem. Now all of you look at the board. All of you look at the board. All of you look at the board. Here, the path of the projectile is y is equal to ax minus bx square is given. Here it is saying equation 1. They asked what is the maximum height reached and what is the angle of projection they asked. So here, general formula we have, in case of path of the projectile is parabola, to show the, as we have shown the path of the projectile is parabola by using the equation y is equal to x tan theta minus g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. Already we derived this formula. Okay, when you compare these two, instead of tan theta, here a is there. X instead of x is there. So a is equal to tan theta. Okay, as they asked the angle of projection, so in terms of given parameter, angle of projection is from this theta is equal to, we can write tan inverse a, no? Tan inverse of a. So this is the angle of projection. In this way you can calculate. Next, what about the range? What about the range of the projectile they asked? Here we see tan theta is equal to, we got something. Next, you see g by 2u square cos square theta is equal to b is given. From this 2u square cos square theta is equal to, we can write g by b, or u square cos square theta is equal to g by 2b, or u cos theta is equal to root to g by 2b. We can write now. So u cos theta value is known. U cos theta value is known, and here this is 3. It is 4. Okay, now we have to find the range they asked. They asked the maximum height they asked. They asked maximum height. We need not find this one. Maximum height is equal to, we can write u square sin square theta by 2z. Maximum height is equal to u square sin square theta by 2z. Okay, here what about this u value? From this u value substitute there. U value you substitute there. From this u is equal to, we can write 1 by cos theta into root to g by 2b. We can write now. You substitute u value here. Square is there. That's why 1 by cos theta into root g by 2b whole square into sin square theta by 2z. As it is, we have written. So this is equal to 1 by cos square theta into, as root g by 2b whole square is there, root will be cancelled by 2b into sin square theta by 2z. Okay, here gz cancelled. Therefore, this is equal to sin square theta by cos square theta is tan square theta by 2b. But tan theta is equal to a, we got now. Therefore, the tan theta is equal to a. That means tan square theta means a square. A square by 2b we can write now. A square by 2b. Is it correct or not? Is it correct or not? Here u square g by 2u square cos square theta is equal to b is there in the problem. Okay, b is there. Then 2u square cos square theta is equal to g by b, or u square cos square theta is equal to g by 2b, or u cos theta is equal to root g by b. Okay. Here, here 2 is there. 2 2s are 4. You have to write 4. So 4. Therefore, maximum height reached is equal to a squared by 4b. This is the formula for maximum height reached. But in another way also we can do. Okay. So first you note this one. I will say the other model. First you note this one. Right. Here, in order to show the trajectory of a projectile is parabola, first we derive this formula. In this, theta is constant. Whenever theta is constant, then this constant is tan theta is constant, so a, and once the body is projected with certain velocity u, this is constant. This total term is constant. That is a b. Here a is equal to tan theta, comma b is equal to g by 2u square cos square theta. We can write like this now. So here, first, you see, when you compare the So we are given this equation like this. You see, ax minus bx square, ax minus bx square. Here the quotient of x is equal to a, which is equal to tan theta. From this theta is equal to, we can write directly tan inverse, you know, theta is equal to, we can write tan inverse a. This is the formula for angle of projection. అంటే x యొక్క కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఎంతైతే ఉంటుందో అదే యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ అవుతుంది. అంటే దానికి tan ఇన్వర్స్ వాల్యూవే యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ అవుతుంది. కాబట్టి x యొక్క కోఎఫిషియంట్ tan theta. ఆ tan theta ప్లస్ లో a ఉంది కాబట్టి a is equal to tan theta or theta is equal to tan inverse a. Like this we can write. Next, range. Range is equal to, suppose if you write a by b, is it equal to range or not? A means coefficient of x, b means coefficient of x square. When you write a by b, is it equal to range or not? We have to see. You see, a means tan theta, and g means into 2u square cos square theta. So this is equal to tan theta can be written as sin theta by cos theta into 2u square cos square theta by z. Okay, here cos theta square cancel. Sorry, cos theta square cancel. Therefore, u square into 2 sin theta cos theta, that can be written as sin 2 theta by c, whole by c. So this is formula for range, you know. That means just if you know the coefficient of x and coefficient of x square, then simply a by b gives range. A by b gives range. Similarly, maximum height reached. Maximum height reached is equal to a square by 4b. Similarly, maximum height reached is equal to, we have a square by 4b. Similarly, time of flight t is equal to root 2a square by gb. Root 2a square by gb. You see, here to obtain the maximum height here, simply a square by 4b if you write, then that is equal to maximum height reached, because a means tan theta, b means you substitute this one, then you will get u square sin square theta by 2z. That is the maximum height, no? That's why simply, if you know the coefficient of x and coefficient of x square, then directly by using this formula we can calculate the maximum height reached. And time of flight, root 2a square by gb. A value, b value, if you know, directly if you substitute in this formula, we can have the time of flight also. Otherwise, if you are not having idea about these formulas, here it is the formula for range. If you are not having idea about this, then we have to do like this. So it is also important one. Okay. Next problem. All of you see the third problem. Next problem, 47th problem. All of you read the 47th problem and you say how we can do. All of you read the third problem. Third problem means 47th problem. Have you seen the problem? Third problem. Okay, now all of you look at the board. Third problem, you see, 47th problem. In your assignment paper, 47th problem, that is. Okay. A projectile is thrown into space so as to have Okay, you see. The projectile is thrown into space so as to have maximum possible range of 400 meter. A projectile is thrown into space so as to have maximum possible range of 400 meter. Maximum possible range means whenever theta is equal to 45 degree, then range is max, R max. That R max is given as 400 meter. But what is the formula for range? Range is equal to u squared sine 2 theta by g. So maximum range means R max is equal to u squared by z into sine 90. Of course, maximum range means directly you have to write u square by g, that is equal to 400. Okay, so u square by g into sine 90, that is given as 400. Or u square by g is equal to 400. This is equation 1. It is given like this. Okay, next. Taking the point of projection as the origin. That means you see, one projectile is thrown into space like this. One projectile is thrown into space like this. Here, this is the velocity of projection. Here, it is the angle of projection. The maximum range is equal to this one, R max. Of course, this is 45 degree. Okay, now here the point of projection is taken as the origin. Now, the coordinates of the point where the velocity of the projectile is minimum. Whenever the velocity of projectile is minimum, where the velocity of projectile is minimum, where the velocity of projectile is minimum, where the velocity of projectile is minimum at maximum height. That's why velocity of projectile is minimum at the maximum height. No. So that's why what are the coordinates of this point? They asked. Coordinates of this point means you see, whenever the projectile reaches the highest point in their path. Okay, it is here along y-axis. It is y-axis. It is x-axis. Along y-axis, as point of projection is the origin. Along y-axis from the origin or from the point of projection, it is at a maximum height of h. That's why y coordinate is equal to h. Next, what about the x coordinate? X coordinate means here whenever the particle lies at the maximum height, then it is at a horizontal distance equal to half of the maximum range, r by 2. And whatever the range, r by 2. So here the coordinates of this highest point are x, y. Okay, that is equal to x means half of the maximum range, y means maximum height. So already half of the maximum range means we know x coordinate of the particle when it reaches the highest point in their path, or whenever the velocity is minimum, x is equal to r max by 2. R max is given as 400, no? 400 by 2, that is equal to 200 meters. Okay, x we got. Next, what about the maximum height? Maximum height which we need. Maximum height is equal to u square sine square theta by 2z, no? U square, you see, u square 1 by 2 into u square by g means already we got 400. Instead of u square by g, you write 400 into theta means 45 degree. Square is there. That's why it is 200 into sine 45 1 by root 2. Square is there 1 by 2. Therefore, capital H is equal to 100 meter. Therefore, whenever in case of oblique projectile, whenever the speed is minimum, that means whenever the particle is at the highest point, then x and y coordinates are, x coordinate is 200 meter, y coordinate is 100 meter. So this is the answer. Okay, next. All of you see the next problem. All of you see in this given assignment, eighth problem. You see, all of you read that problem. Okay, note down. Okay, next, eighth problem. All of you see the eighth problem. All of you see that eighth problem. A projectile has a horizontal range capital R. A projectile has a horizontal range capital R for two different angles. Range is here. A projectile has a range capital R for two different angles. Already we know for what angles of projection the range is same. For what two different angles of projection the range is same. For what two different angles of projection the range is same. Respond in the chat box. Yeah, complementary angles. That means whenever theta 1 is equal to theta and theta 2 is equal to 90 minus theta, the range is same. That is R given. Okay. That means R is equal to U square sine 2 theta by Z. When you use the angle of projection theta or 90 minus theta, you will get this only. This is equation 1. This is given as R. In the two cases, for these angles of projection, maximum heights reached R. H1 is equal to, general formula is H is equal to U square sine square theta by 2Z. U square sine square theta by 2Z. Here, first angle of projection is theta 1. So, theta 1. That is equal to U square sine square. Instead of theta 1, you write theta. Okay. By 2Z. Next, for second case, U square sine 90 minus sine square 90 minus theta by 2Z. That is equal to U square cos square theta by 2Z. No? U square cos square theta by 2Z. Okay, therefore, here in this case, if you observe the options, in all options, product of H1 and H2 is there. That's why you write product of H1 and H2. H1 means U square sine square theta by 2Z into U square. H2 means U square cos square theta by 2Z. So this is equal to, here sin theta cos, here we can write like this now, U square into U square into U square U to the power 4. U to the power 4. Sin square theta into cos square theta means that can be written as sin theta into cos theta whole square by 4 g square we can write. It is H1, H2 value. Okay, therefore, okay, from this all of you see here. We see here H1 H2 values are given. So H1 into H2 is equal to this one. Or H1 H2 is equal to U to the power 4 into U square into U square U to the power 4 into sin square theta cos square theta can be written sin theta cos theta whole square by 2z into 2z means 4g square. I have written. Okay, now from this H1 H2 is equal to, you see here, U to the power 4 into, in this you multiply with 2, divide with 2. It makes no difference. 2 sin theta cos theta by 2. Of course, square is there. Square. It makes no difference because I multiply with 2, divide with 2. That's why it makes no difference. By as usual, 4g square is there. So you write 4g square. Okay. This is equal to U to the power 4 by 4g square into, here 2 sin theta cos theta can be written as sin 2 theta no, by 2 whole square. So this is equal to U to the power 4 into sin square 2 theta by 8 g square. We can write now. This is equal to, this can be written as U square sin 2 theta whole square. We can write now. U square sin 2 theta whole square means e to the power 4 sin square 2 theta only. So this can be written like this by 8g square. right square. So h1 h2 is equal to, you see, u square sine 2 theta means from this formula 1, u square sine 2 theta can be written as r into z, no? So instead of this one, you write r into z. Square is there, you write square by 8 g square. So this is equal to r square g square by 8 g square. G square cancel. So r square is equal to 8 into h1 h2. 8 into h1 h2. Is it correct or not? Is it correct? No, here 16, no? 2 square means 4. 4 into 4, 16 you will get. Okay, 16. Here you will get 16. Here, u to the power of 4 by 4g square into sine square 2 theta by 2 square means 4. 4 into 4, 16 you will get. So here you will get 16. 16. So this is 16. Okay. So this is 16. Therefore, R is equal to square root of 16 h1 h2. That is equal to, that implies R is equal to 4 root h1 h2 we can write now. So this is the answer. If h1 h2 are the maximum heights reached by the projectile whenever the projectile is thrown with different angles of projection for which range is same, then the relation among those heights reached and the range, that is this one. Okay. Next. Okay, have you completed? 16 g square. Okay, 16 g square. Reverse it. 16 g square I wrote. Okay. Right. Next one. Okay, next you see the problem first. Next you see the problem first. Third problem you see here. 73rd problem. Okay, next is 73. Have you seen the problem? After 1 second, the velocity of projectile makes angle 45 degree with horizontal. After another 3 seconds, it is horizontal, traveling horizontally. The magnitude of its initial velocity and angle of projection. Okay, all of you look at the board. Here, one projectile is thrown. It is also important for advance also. One projectile is thrown with certain velocity. The velocity is not given, say u. we have to find. Take an angular projection theta. That theta is also not given. But after 1 second, suppose from the point of projection, when it travel 1 second, suppose the projectile reaches the point here. At this point, the velocity direction is like this. Along the tangential direction to this path, the velocity direction is like this. Okay. Now, whenever the after 1 second, t is equal to 1 second, the projectile direction of motion of the projectile, its velocity direction makes an angle of 45 degree to horizontal. So alpha 1 is equal to 45 degree. It is given. After another 3 seconds, it is traveling horizontally. Here, whenever the oblique projectile reaches the highest point, then only their velocity is along horizontal direction, because it is having only horizontal component of velocity. After what time? After 3 seconds. So this time is equal to t1 is equal to 1 second. From this point, after another 3 seconds means from this point to become the velocity horizontal, time taken is equal to, that means this one, that is equal to 3 seconds. So from this diagram, what you could understand? What about the time of flight? From this diagram, from this information given, what you could understand regarding the time of flight? Very good. Time of flight is 8 seconds now, because time taken by the projectile to reach the highest point is equal to half of the time of flight. Okay, that is equal to 4. So this is 4. So totally time of flight is given as 8 seconds. Time of flight is given as 8 seconds. Time of flight is equal to, this is equal to half of the time of flight only, double that one. That means t1 plus t2 is equal to half of the time of flight. Therefore, t is equal to 2 into t1 plus t2, no? That is equal to 2 into 1 plus 3. Therefore, time of flight is equal to 8 seconds. So indirectly time of flight is given. Next, moreover, after 1 second, the velocity direction makes an angle 45 degree with horizontal, that is given. Okay. So here we see they asked velocity of projection u and angular projection theta. So they asked u and angular projection theta. Okay. Now you see time of flight is given, means that is equal to 2u sin theta by z. We can write now 2u sin theta by z. So u sin theta is equal to you do cross multiplication. 2 4s are 4z you will get. 4z you will get. G is given 10. That's why 4 into 10. Therefore, u sin theta is equal to 40. We can write now. This is equation 1. So indirectly we are given u sin theta value. Directly we are given u sin theta value. If you know u cos theta value, then we can find u value and theta value. How we can find the cos theta value? Okay. Here you see angle made by this velocity with horizontal is 45 degree given. After some time, after 1 second, it is given, and after 4 seconds, its velocity becomes horizontal, means we are given. Of course, from the data we have u sin theta is equal to 40. So next, how we can do? Here we see at this point, horizontal component of velocity is Vx, vertical component of velocity is say Vy. Horizontal component of velocity is Vx, vertical component of velocity is say Vy. Then angle made by this velocity direction with horizontal 45 degrees given. That's why you can write tan alpha is equal to, you see, by taking this horizontal component and vertical component as the adjacent sides, if you construct the parallelogram like this, then tan alpha is equal to opposite side. This side is parallel to Vy. That's why Vy, already I said Vy by horizontal component of velocity Vx. Already I said this one. Already I said this formula. After some time t, what is the angle made with the direction of its motion or its velocity with the horizontal? Tan alpha is equal to Vy by Vx. Vy, what is the formula for Vy? Then what is the form? Here it is given alpha is equal to 45 degrees given. That's why you write tan 45. Tan 45 means 1. Therefore, Vy is equal to Vx only now. Vy is equal to Vx means horizontal component of velocity at any point remains same. That is u cos theta. So this is equal to u cos theta. But Here, how we can find this Vy value? Vy we have to find. You see, along vertical. At this, after 1 second, whenever the projectile reaches the point here, what is the vertical component of velocity? Vy we have to find. If you know that Vy value, that is equal to u cos theta, we can calculate. Vy we have to calculate. So first of all, at point of projection, the initial vertical component of velocity is u sin theta. So initial vertical component of velocity is u sin theta. As vertical component of velocity is considered, acceleration is equal to minus z. After a time t is equal to 1 second, it reaches the point here, 1 second. What is the velocity, vertical component of velocity after 1 second? That means Vy is equal to question mark. What is the relation among them? From V is equal to u plus at. V means Vy, u means initial velocity u sin theta, plus a means minus z into time means 1. U sin theta means already we got 40. So we substitute 40. Minus z means 10 into 1. That is equal to 30. No? Therefore, Vy is equal to 30. When Vy is equal to 30, therefore u cos theta is 30. No? Therefore, Vy is equal to Vx, that is equal to u cos theta, that is equal to 30. So we got from this, we got u sin theta, cos theta value. From this, we got u sin theta value. Therefore, from 1 and 2, u sin theta by u cos theta is equal to u sin theta means 40, u cos theta 30. That is equal to 4 by 3 now. But u cancel sin theta by cos theta means tan theta. Tan theta is equal to 4 by 3. Therefore, here answer is given. Theta is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3 we can write, or that is equal to 57 degree we can 53 degree we can write now, because tan 53 is equal to 4 by 3 only now. So this is the angle of projection. When angle of projection is this one, Likit, what is your doubt? Okay, horizontal component. Okay. So theta is equal to this one. What about the vertical? What is the velocity of projection? They asked. Velocity of projection means u sin theta is equal to 40 from equation 1. U sin theta is equal to 40. U we had to find. Sin theta means as theta is equal to 53, you write sin 53 is equal to 40. Therefore, u into sin 53 means sin 53 4 by 5 we can write now. That is equal to 40. Therefore, u is equal to, you get 50 meter per second now. U is equal to 50 meter per second. U is equal to 50 meter per second, and theta is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3. That is equal to 53 degree. These are the answer. This is the answer. Okay. Next. What Chaitanya? Okay, I will explain diagram. Here, one body is projected from the point of projection with certain velocity. That velocity is not known. Angle of projection is also not known. But 1 second after it is projected, suppose if the body reaches the point here, at that time its velocity direction makes an angle 45 degree with horizontal. అంటే 1 సెకండ్ తర్వాత బాడీ ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిందండి, అప్పుడు దానికి వెలాసిటీ ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఈ పాత్కి డ్రా చేసిన టాంజెన్షియల్ డైరెక్షన్ లోనే ఉండేది. అది హారిజాంటల్ తో చేసే యాంగిల్ 45 డిగ్రీ అన్నాడు. ఇంకొక 3 సెకండ్స్ తర్వాత అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి మళ్ళీ ఇంకా 3 సెకండ్స్ తర్వాత వెలాసిటీ హారిజాంటల్ గా మారింది అంటే డెఫినెట్ గా దీనికి మధ్య టైం ఇంటర్వల్ 3 సెకండ్స్, ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి 1 ప్లస్ 3 అంటే 4, అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి హైయెస్ట్ పాయింట్ రావడానికి పడిన టైం 4 సెకండ్స్ అండి. అంటే టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ఎసెంటేగా, టైమ్ ఆఫ్ ఎసెంట్ అంటే u sin theta by g. U sin theta by g is equal to 4. U sin theta by g is equal to 4, or u sin theta is equal to g into 4. G అంటే 10, 4 into 10 40. That's why u sin theta is equal to 40. Okay, next, after 1 second, suppose the horizontal component of velocity is this one, vertical component of velocity is this one. That result velocity of the, after 1 second, the velocity of the body direction of motion of the body makes an angle all 45 degree with the horizontal. If it is given, then at this point tan alpha is equal to Vy by Vx we can write now. Vertical component by horizontal component we can write now. As tan alpha is 45, tan 45 1. That's why Vy is equal to Vx. అంటే 1 సెకండ్ తర్వాత దానికి vertical component of velocity, horizontal component of velocity రెండు ఈక్వల్ అవుతాయి. అయితే 1 సెకండ్ తర్వాత vertical component of velocity ఎంత అవుతుందో చూద్దాం. ఇనిషియల్ గా vertical component of velocity u sin theta. 1 సెకండ్ తర్వాత vertical direction of velocity Vy, that is equal to question mark. అయితే vertically upward direction లో కాంపోనెంట్ ఉంది కాబట్టి a is equal to -a. When I substituted here, I got Vy is equal to 30. మరి Vy అంటే that is equal to Vx u cos theta. U cos theta is equal to 30. సో ఈ ఫస్ట్ ఈక్వేషన్ సెకండ్ ఈక్వేషన్ రెండింటిని సాల్వ్ చేస్తే ఇదేమో u sin theta వాల్యూ, ఇదేమో u cos theta వాల్యూ, రెండింటిని డివైడ్ చేస్తే యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ వస్తుంది. ఆ వచ్చిన యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ దీంట్లో కానీ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేస్తే వెలాసిటీ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ వస్తుంది. ఇన్ దిస్ వై I got. Okay, right. Next problem you see. Seventy-fourth problem you see. Seventy-fourth problem. Okay, next, the minimum speed with which a particle must be projected from the origin so that it just passes through the point P 30 40. That is given. It is important problem, important for advance also. So all of you look at the board. The minimum speed with which a particle must be projected from the origin so that it just passes through the point 30 40, taking g is equal to 10 meters per second square. Okay, so here suppose one projectile is thrown into space with certain velocity u at an angle of projection say theta. At an angle of projection theta. Here, whenever the projectile travel along the parabolic path, at certain instant it passing through a point P whose coordinates are 30 meter and 40 meter. That means where here this is the point of projection is the origin. You see, the minimum speed with which a particle must be projected. That means minimum speed u they asked. Minimum speed with which a particle is to be projected from the origin. That means the point of projection is the origin, so that it just passes through a point P whose coordinates are 30 and 40. Okay, that is given. అంటే ఈ ఆరిజిన్ దగ్గర నుంచి ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసిన బాడీ u వెలాసిటీ తో θ యాంగిల్ చేస్తూ ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశారు అనుకోండి. ఈ ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసిన బాడీ పారాబోలా పాత్ లో ట్రావెల్ చేస్తూ ఏదో ఒక ఇన్స్టెంట్ అప్పుడు ఈ P అనే పాయింట్ ద్వారా పాస్ అవుతాం. P అనే పాయింట్ యొక్క కోఆర్డినేట్స్ 30 40 మీటర్ అంటే వాట్ డస్ ఇట్ మీన్? కోఆర్డినేట్స్ ఆఫ్ ది పాయింట్ P through its projectile travels is 30 40 means x coordinate is 30 means ఆరిజిన్ దగ్గర నుంచి, ఎందుకంటే ఆరిజిన్ ఇస్ ద పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్. పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఈ పాయింట్ అలాంగ్ x యాక్సిస్ 30 మీటర్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉన్నట్లేగా, అట్లాగే అలాంగ్ y యాక్సిస్ అంటే ఇటువైపు అలాంగ్ y యాక్సిస్ ఇది 40 మీటర్ డిస్టెన్స్ లో ఉన్నట్లేగా, ఇది x యాక్సిస్ ఇది y యాక్సిస్. ఈ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఇచ్చాడు. x వాల్యూ y వాల్యూ రెండు ఇచ్చాడండి, ఇంకేమి ఇవ్వాలా మనకి. we have to find the velocity of projection u, we have to calculate u, we have to calculate. Okay, no doubt minimum speed they asked. Minimum speed when they asked, definitely the range would be maximum for theta is equal to 45 degree. The range is maximum for theta is equal to 45 degree. Okay, so definitely minimum speed అడిగాడు కాబట్టి అది maximum distance travel చేసేట్టుగా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయాలి. అంటే theta 45 కావాలి. For u minimum theta is equal to 45 degree. You have to have the maximum range. అంటే ఈ యాంగిల్ తో ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు అది ఇచ్చిన టైం లో ట్రావెల్ చేసే డిస్టెన్స్ మాక్సిమం ఉంటుంది ఫర్ ద గివెన్ స్పీడ్ ఆర్ ఫర్ ద గివెన్ మినిమం స్పీడ్. సో హియర్ వి సీ ఫస్ట్ వి హావ్ టు రైట్ ద రిలేషన్ బిట్వీన్ y and x. already we know y is equal to x tan theta minus g by 2u square cos square theta into x square. Already we derived this formula. To substitute the data, y means y is given as 40, x means 30 into tan theta minus g by 2u square into cos square theta. Of course, you write cos square theta as secant square theta in the numerator. Cos square theta is in denominator. Now you write this in numerator. 1 by cos square theta means we can write secant square theta no, into x square means 30 square. X square means 30 square. Okay. Now you see 40 is equal to 30 tan theta. 40 is equal to 30 tan theta minus g means we can write 10. 10 by 2u square into 30 square means 900 into secant square theta can get as 1 plus tan square theta we can write now. 1 plus tan square theta. Of course, we need not write the tan square theta. Theta value substitute, that's all. Okay, you write 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta. Instead of secant square theta, I have written that one. 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, now you bring to left, you bring this term to left. 40 minus 30 tan theta is equal to, here it is 2 5s are. So 4500 you will get to minus 4500 by u square into 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, square on both sides because minus term is there. You square on both sides. Then a minus b whole square. A square means 1600 plus b square 900 into tan square theta minus 2 into this one 2400 no 2400 into tan theta is equal to, here minus minus plus plus 4500 by whole square by u square whole square means u power of 4 into 1 plus tan square theta whole square. Okay, now you bring this u to the power of 4 to this u to the power of 4. Okay, 1 minute. You need not write like this. Simply we can do. We can do simply. You see, 40 minus 30 tan theta whole square is equal to, you square that. Minus minus plus it becomes. So simply you write 4500 minus square means plus it becomes. Next to 4500 into 1 plus tan square theta whole square by we can write u to the power of 4 now. So therefore u to the power of 4 is equal to 4500 into 1 plus tan square theta whole square by you bring this you do cross multiplication 40 minus 30 tan theta whole square. Therefore u to the power of 4 is equal to this one, or u square you write u square is equal to root of this one. Root means square will be cancelled. Then 4500 into 1 plus tan square theta by 40 minus 30 into tan theta square. Sorry, square will be cancelled. So tan theta. Therefore, for u minimum, R must be maximum. R max. That is theta is equal to 45 degree. Now you substitute theta is equal to 45 degree here. ఎందుకంటే యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ 45 డిగ్రీ యాంగిల్ తో ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు అది మినిమం స్పీడ్ కి ఎక్కువ డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ చేస్తుంది. మనకి ఎక్కువ డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ చేయాలి ఫర్ మినిమం స్పీడ్. At this distance, what is the minimum speed means it has to travel more distance along x-axis or along horizontal. The minimum speed means theta must be 45 degrees. That's why theta is called 45. You substitute here. So theta is called 45. Theta is called 45 for minimum speed. Okay. Now here we see u square is equal to 4500 into 1 plus tan 45 square means 1 by 40 minus 30 into tan 45 1. Okay. So this is equal to 9000. No? 9000 by 10. U square is equal to 0 0 cancel. Therefore u square is equal to 900 or u is equal to 30 meter per second. ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ఆర్ మైనస్ 30 అయినా 30 అయినా ఒకటే, ఎందుకంటే ఇటు ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయటం లేదా ఇటు ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేయటం ఏదైనా magnitude of velocity 30. So 30 meter per second is the answer. Okay. So in this way you have to do. How we got the theta value means for minimum speed to have the more distance, theta must be 45. No? For maximum range for the given velocity, angular projection is 45 degree. No? So we use that concept for this. Yeah, option A. Yeah. Yeah, starting only you can substitute. Take it. At the starting only we can substitute. At starting only we can substitute. Next you see 92nd problem. Shall I erase this one? Shall I erase? Lakshmi Pramod. I చెప్పే కదా 45 degree ఎందుకనేది. To cover this much distance, already for the given speed to have the more distance traveled along horizontal action, angular projection must be 45 because for the given velocity to have the maximum range, it is called 45 only. No. Right. Next problem you say all of you. Okay, next you see 92nd problem. 92nd problem. I think you have seen that problem. All of you look at the board now. 92nd problem. Last but one problem. A boy throws a ball with a velocity u at angular projection alpha with vertical. A boy thrown the ball with a velocity u at an angle alpha with vertical. Vertical తో ఆల్ఫా యాంగిల్ చేసేట్టుగా ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశాడు. అంటే హారిజాంటల్ తో చేసే యాంగిల్ 90 మైనస్ ఆల్ఫా అవుతుంది కదా. ఇట్ ఈస్ ద యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్. At the same instant he starts running with a velocity u to catch the ball before it hits the ground. అదే టైంలో ఒక మ్యాన్ ఈ బాల్ ని క్యాచ్ చేయడానికి రన్ చేశాడు. రన్ చేసి బాల్ ని క్యాచ్ చేయాలంటే by the time taken by the ball to reach the ground, the man has to reach this position. That means the man has to travel a distance equal to range. What is the velocity of the man? Whatever the time in which the ball reaches the ground here, in the same time the man has to reach that point here to catch the ball. That's why time taken by the projectile to reach the ground is same as the time taken by the man to reach this point of impact. That's why it is equal to time of flight. What is the velocity of the man means Vm is equal to distance traveled by the man, which is equal to range of this projectile or range of the ball by time of flight. Range means what is the formula? U square sine 2 theta by z. Right. Time of flight means 2u sine theta by z. Okay. Here u square cancel, gz cancel. So velocity of the man is equal to u into sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta by 2 into sine theta. That's 2 sine theta cancel. That is equal to u cos theta. That is equal to u into cos. Theta means 90 minus alpha. Therefore, velocity of the man is equal to, we can write u sine alpha. Cos 90 minus alpha means first quadrant. Cos positive only. Cos place ఇక్కడ 1 into 90 కాబట్టి cos place లో sin రాసుకుంటాం. So u sin alpha. Because cos 90 minus alpha means sin alpha. So u sin alpha is the answer. Last problem. Last problem. All of you say the last problem. All of you see 94th problem. G Ashwant, how R by T comes? Already explained, no. ఫుట్బాల్ ఇక్కడ ఒక బాల్ ఇక్కడ త్రో చేశాడు యూ వెలాసిటీ తో వెర్టికల్ ఆల్ఫా యాంగిల్ చేస్తూ ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశాడు. అప్పుడు హారిజాంటల్ తో 90 మైనస్ ఆల్ఫా యాంగిల్ చేస్తూ ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేసినట్టే కదా. అయితే ఎప్పుడైతే బాల్ ని ప్రొజెక్ట్ చేశాడో, ఎప్పుడైతే బాల్ ని జస్ట్ కిక్ చేశాడో, అప్పుడు ఇమిడియట్ గా అదే పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొజెక్షన్ దగ్గర నుంచి ఒక మ్యాన్ పరిగెత్తు ఈ బాల్ ని క్యాచ్ చేయాలి. అంటే బాల్ ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే లోపు ఈ మ్యాన్ ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేయాలి కదా. అంటే బాల్ యొక్క రేంజ్ ఎంత ఉందో అంత డిస్టెన్స్ మ్యాన్ ట్రావెల్ చేయాలి. సో డిస్టెన్స్ ట్రావెల్ విత్ ద మ్యాన్ ఇస్ ఈక్వల్ టు r. ఇన్ వాట్ టైం టు క్యాచ్ ద బాల్? In what time the ball reaches the ground, in the same time the man has to reach the point here. That means time taken with the ball to reach the ground, it must be same as the time taken with the man to reach this point. That is equal to time of flight now. So t, distance traveled by the man to catch the ball, which is equal to range of the projectile by time taken by the man to catch the ball is equal to time of flight. So for the time of flight, the man has to cover a distance equal to range. So what is the velocity of the man? Okay, Ashwant, be Ashwant. Right. Next, all of you see 94th problem. A projectile is thrown with initial velocity r. Initial velocity is given in vector form. That is equal to a I cap plus b j cap. If the range of the projectile is twice the maximum height reached, then relation between a and b. Relation between a and b is equal to dash. Okay. All of you look at the board now. Here, velocity of projection is given as this one. Whenever the body is projected from this point with a velocity u at angle of projection theta, then their x component of velocity is u cos theta, y component of velocity is u sin theta. Then how we can write that velocity of projection vector form? X component of velocity into y cap plus y component of velocity into j cap. Already the note points I have written this formula. Now you compare these two. When you compare these two, 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, u cos theta is given as a, u sin theta is given as b. These are values given. Now here they given r is equal to h. This is the equation 2, which is 3. From 1 and 3 we got like this. Okay, now from 2, r is equal to 2 into h. What is the r formula? U square sin 2 theta by z is equal to 2 into maximum height means u square sin square theta by 2z. 2 into which means u square sin square theta by 2z. Gz cancel, 2 cancel, u square cancel. Sin 2 theta means we can write 2 sin theta into cos theta. That is equal to sin square theta. Okay. Here we see sin theta square cancel. Then tan theta is equal to 2. Sin theta by cos theta is tan theta, that is equal to 2. From this, what about tan theta? Tan theta means that is equal to u sin theta by u cos theta. U cancel sin theta by cos theta means tan theta. U sin theta means b by u cos theta means a. So tan theta is equal to b by a we can write now. Therefore, b is equal to 2a. B is equal to 2A. That is the relation between A and B. That is the relation between A and B. Okay. Okay, right. These are the problems in projectile. Okay, tomorrow, if exam is not there, tomorrow we do some problems based on horizontal projectile related with public projectile. Okay. Okay, right. '94. Velocity of projection is given as A I cap plus B j cap is given, and the range of the projectile is equal to twice the maximum height given. Okay, then what is the in options? If you see A and B relation, they ask. But actually, in case of oblique projectile, velocity of projection is equal to, suppose the oblique projectile is thrown into space with a velocity u at an angle of projection theta. Then horizontal component of velocity is u cos theta, vertical component of velocity is u sin theta. That's why horizontal component of velocity into y cap plus vertical component of velocity into j cap. That is the initial velocity of projection in vector form. But it is given like this. When you compare these two, a is equal to u cos theta, b is equal to u sin theta is there now. When you divide these two, then we got u sin theta, tan theta is equal to b by a, we got. One more condition is given, r is equal to 2h. It is given in the problem only. R is equal to 2h. That's why r means u square sin 2 theta by z. 2 is equal to 2 into h means u square sin square theta by 2z. Already these formulas we derived now. Okay. Now, you see, g cancel, 2 cancel, u square cancel. So sin 2 theta is equal to sin square theta. Sin 2 theta means 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin theta. Sin square theta. Sin theta square cancel, then 2 is equal to sin theta by cos theta means 2 is equal to tan theta. But tan theta is equal to b by a, we got. Now b is equal to a. No? This is the answer. Okay. So these are some important problems. Today I will upload these problems totally in YouTube, so you can see, because most of students are absent today. That's why I recorded this class. Today I will upload in the YouTube. Right. Have a nice day. I'm signing out.